Hi there, I haven't been on for a while, and today I have a sacred space crate. So this is for the month of June. We always get these pretty early. This is actually probably the latest I've ever received it. And I did discontinue my monthly subscription, but the theme this month is Athena, and I couldn't resist, so I went ahead and picked this up as just a one-time subscription. And so the box came today. It's pretty big, but it's kind of light. They were doing a goddess series, I guess they still are, and they've been sending a lot of statues. So part of the reason I discontinued is that I was getting, I think I had one for Fortuna and Aphrodite, and I kind of decided that was enough. So I don't know if there's going to be one of those in here. I'm kind of torn because I don't really think that I need another one, but on the other hand, if I was to receive one, Athena would probably be like my top choice. So Athena's always been a Greek goddess that I associate with. I think she's really interesting. Most people probably know this, but she's the goddess of wisdom, foremost, and also of battle and strategy. So in the Iliad, the soldiers are praying to Athena to help them. Alright. So I see a lot of paperwork on top. So it says Athena. I'm not going to read everything because that would just take up way too much time. Okay, I do see there's going to be a statue in here. Okay, so this will actually round out my 3, which is nice. 3 is always a good number. And like I said, Athena would definitely be my top choice, so that kind of works out well. We got an email of the monthly calendar here. It's very, very pretty. We've got a picture of Athena, and she is in her battle armor, and she's got her owl, which is very often a symbol of wisdom. And you see the arrows flying, and this kind of looks like a scene from the Iliad where we've got the soldiers in battle. And this has like all the moon dates and everything. So the full moon in June, which I think already happened, is the strawberry moon. And I just see really quickly, it says Athena's sacred animals, the owl. The symbols are owls, olive trees, snakes, aegis, armor, helmets, spears, and the Gorgonian, which I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. It sounds kind of familiar. I did study Greek mythology kind of extensively in school because it's such a foundational part of most literature. And when I was studying Joyce, Ulysses just sort of a modern retelling of the Odyssey, so that was part of why I needed to know my Greek mythology so well. Okay, so we have an invocation to Athena, and of course we have her beautiful owl here. Very pretty. And then prayer to Athena for wisdom, and another depiction of Athena with an owl here. Also very pretty. Okay, so we have some really beautiful purple tissue paper, which is just, for whatever reason, seems like it'd be a good color to associate with Athena. It kind of looks like a very pretty, like, regal, but also like a color for like soldiers, like maybe capes, like more classical time. I don't know, making a lot of associations. I think purple is a color of royalty. Alright, so we've got dragon's blood incense. I feel like I've tried dragon's blood before. It's one that I do like. And by the way, I'm in my pajamas because I'll be real, I live in my pajamas now. I have like 4 pairs and I just kind of rotate. it's hard to totally appreciate. Right at the moment, there's a lot of strange smells circulating, so okay, I have to hold off on that. Okay, I see like a huge box in here, so I think I'll like sort of save that till last and pick out some of the other things. Oh, this is really, really pretty. Oh, this looks handmade. I'm so glad it made it in transit and didn't break. So this is a little owl, and it's like a little, it's like beads in there or something. I really like that. I love how kind of handmade and a little bit like rustic it looks. I really like that. I know the maker of this box is Native American, so I'm kind of getting some of those vibes from this as well. That's really, really nice. I have to check to see if she made that herself. Okay, we got a little bag once that we weren't like really supposed to open, and I just like took everything out, and that was a huge mistake because I had like moss everywhere. Okay, another pretty, oh, such a pretty purple. Ooh, this is a little bracelet. Okay, so we've got like a female figure. This is really, really pretty, and so this is hematite and amethyst. It's really pretty. So it's like a female figure, but it also like almost has like a dagger kind of shape, which for me kind of represents Athena's like strong association with the feminine, but also like the masculine too, like being the goddess of strategy and war. So that's really cool. I'll take off the little label here. Let's see, where are my scissors? It's very pretty, and it feels kind of comfortable too. Like sometimes these beaded bracelets like aren't the most comfortable to actually wear, but I do like that. Oh, this looks so pretty. I just pulled out a candle. And then we've got some handmade organic salve. This is plantain. Okay, so two wonderful things. So there are some like skincare items in this box, which is nice. So I love plantains. I lived in Miami for 8 years, and plantains are like the bomb. I love them. So I guess this is like a skin salve. It feels really nice. I'm not like the biggest fan of like things you have to like dip into with your fingers, but that is really nice. I do love plantains. So it feels really nice on the skin, so I'll definitely use that just for surface level. By the way, just an FYI, I've been like convalescing for the last 2 weeks. I had a blister and I washed it out and everything, but I didn't like properly bandage it and use like antibiotics and stuff like that. It didn't seem that serious, and it turned out to get infected, and I've been on antibiotics for the last 2 weeks. Like it got really, really bad. So please just like make sure you take care of yourself. And I don't know, it was just kind of a wake up call, like how kind of vulnerable we are. Like I was lucky enough to be able to see a doctor online and like take pictures and stuff, so I didn't actually have to go to the hospital. But it was pretty serious. Yeah, I won't go into the gory details, but a blister went to like changing bandages like by the hour and stuff like that. So please just make sure you take care of yourself, especially in these difficult times. Okay, anyways. So we've got the Athena's Wisdom, And this just looks really, really pretty. It's like a purple color. Can't wait to smell. This is a candle, by the way. So it looks like we have some amethyst in here. I'm not getting that much of a smell. I usually have a pretty good sense of smell, but there's like other like scents right now, so it's hard for me to tell. But it's just so pretty. It's like a lavender color, which is my absolute favorite. And then you have the stones there. I almost don't want to burn it. It's so pretty. Sometimes these tins can get like extremely hot when you try to burn candles, by the way. So just be careful. Alright, let's do something wrapped up. I'm gonna leave, I think, probably the statue for last. This is witch hazel leaf, and I love these little glass bottles. They're very cool. It makes getting herbs in like little plastic bags just seem like so behind the times. This is going to be an anointing oil, I'm guessing. Okay, this is going to be dragon's blood as well. It's kind of cloudy looking. I think maybe the bottle's frosted or something. I can't really tell. Yeah, I think the bottle's like frosted like red to make it like appear like blood or something. I'm not sure. Oh, it's really sweet smelling. This is gonna sound weird, but it smells like cinnamon buns like in the mall. That's how sweet it smells. Maybe my like nose is just messed up right now. It's possible. And ooh, a lip balm. Okay, this is peppermint honey. Oh, that sounds perfect. I love that. I will definitely use that. So I love getting these little skincare items in here as well. I have to admit, I got this box for a while and then I had to cut down a little bit. Some of the things did not work quite as well as I should have. Like, I think I had a roll-on that like nothing would come out of, and like spray bottle that like stopped working. But this seems like it's good quality. And it's a lip balm, so you can't really go wrong with that. Oh, that feels so nice. It's like kind of oily, but like totally in a good way. Like lip oils are really popular right now. It just feels like so nice on my lips. And I totally get the peppermint, I totally get the honey. That's really, really nice. Okay, let's see if there's anything in here besides the big box. I'm kind of glad I like suspended my subscription for a while because I don't think I needed more than 3 statues, but like this was definitely the one to like go with to like round out my number 3. Okay, so that's it. So all we have is our statue in one more bag. This kind of feels like it's gonna be a stone. I love, 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 love this lip balm. What do you think of this? Maybe an amethyst? Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, really pretty. I'm not that familiar with my stones and crystals, so I'm not going to try to identify this. But it's got like a turquoise kind of look to it. It's super pretty. And it's kind of like clear and reflective. Like it almost kind of it reminds me of like a cave and like the ocean at the same time. Like the coloring of it and the way it like kind of changes. You're probably not seeing it as well as I can, but it almost looks like the variance of like the water, like on the top it's more clear, and then gets like deeper and darker like as you go dive down deeper. So yeah, I really, really like that. It feels really nice in my hand too. It's really nice and cool. Alright, last but not least, I feel like the whole coronavirus experience, it's like, I feel like I'm gonna need to like learn how to like walk and talk again, like when things go back to normal. Okay, just realized I can like never get these out of the box because there's like so much styrofoam. I think it might be easier to just like open up the box. Okay, I'm really looking forward to this because like if there's one god or goddess I would like to represent, it's definitely Athena. Like someone who leaps out of Zeus's head. Oh, I can see like her weapons and stuff already like coming through the package and her owl. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I really, really like this. There are a lot of reasons that I kind of associate with Athena. Like, she represents wisdom. She's a strong military figure, but she also represents virginity. She's got this interesting kind of femininity, but also being the goddess of battle, you know. And it's interesting that she's identified as a goddess of virginity as well. It's so cool. I love like her spear. I'm so glad that nothing happened to it in transit. Look how pretty her cape is. I love like her owl. She's got that like classical style helmet there, and you've got her hair, her sword. Oh, that's so cool. I love the idea of her being like really beautiful, but like also, you know, having this incredible military strength and like all these weapons and stuff. I think that kind of like martial like woman in like battle armor is something that like we don't really make clear associations with in our head. One of the most interesting images I've ever seen is from Game of Thrones, which is one of my absolute favorite TV series. Is Theon Greyjoy's sister Yara. She's totally like, you know, badass, like soldier and everything. Which there are a lot of characters on the show who are like that. You know, like female warriors. But in one scene she's in full like breastplate, but it has like the curvature of her breast, and that's like just something that you don't readily associate with, you know, like a female figure, but you know, in full battle armor. And it's an association in your head that like for a second you kind of go like, what? Because it's something that you just don't see very often. So it's one of the things I've always appreciated with Athena so much, is that kind of breaking down of those, you know, gendered stereotypes. So she's just so awesome. I always thought, if I know they made a version of the Iliad recently, a film version. I think I had Orlando Bloom and one of the characters from Game of Thrones, or one of the actors rather. I always thought they ever did a like really well made remake of the Odyssey. I think Cate Blanchett would make a really good Athena, kind of like redoing her like fairy queen character from Lord of the Rings, and she also played, I think, the absolute best Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth I. So I think she would just make a perfect Athena, like with the little like fairy light thing they did with her in Lord of the Rings. So that's kind of like who I picture as Athena in my head, as like a modern day depiction, or just a modern day actress, I guess. That sounded weird. Okay, I want to look up some information on this because that was like super cool. I want to find out more about that. And I have to explain up all this like packaging stuff. Okay, so goddess of wisdom, war, and the crafts and favorite daughter of Zeus, Athena was perhaps the wisest, most courageous, and certainly the most resourceful of the Olympian gods. That's all I read. Okay, so we got our Athena statue, which will very proudly be displayed in front of my bookcase, which I think is exactly where Goddess of Wisdom should go. I also think Athena is a great baby name as well. It's definitely on my list if I ever have children. Alright, Athena's strengths are she's rational, intelligent, powerful, defender in war, but also a potent peacemaker, so we kind of have that contradiction. Athena's weaknesses, reason rules her. She's not usually emotional or compassionate. Kind of what a lot of people have against Hillary Clinton, by the way, just a little side note. But she does have her favorites, such as the beleaguered heroes, Odysseus and Perseus. Her symbols are owls. I've read that already. Her parents says Metis and Zeus, but my understanding is only Zeus because she leaps out of his head. He has a headache, and she comes out in full battle armor. Her siblings, Artemis, Aphrodite, the Muses, the Graces, Ares, Apollo, Dionysus, Hebe, Hermes, Hercules, Helen of Troy, Hephaestus, Minos, Perseus, Forrest because his fathered a lot of children, and the Roman name is Minerva. Okay, I was having trouble remembering that. I know most of the names of the gods for in both Greek and when the Romans just changed their names. But Minerva's not one that I really remembered that well, so that's an interesting tidbit. But yeah, I have heard that before. I usually always think of her as Athena. The owl gourd rattle. Okay, this is the first thing I wanted to look up. This adorable owl rattle was handmade in Peru by artisans under fair trade standards. After the gourds are harvested, the artisan removes... Okay, so it's like a pumpkin. Oh, that's really cool. The gourds are cleaned and dried in the hot Peruvian sun. The gourd is then carved and transformed into a rattle after it's hollowed out and filled with metallic rattling pieces. In shamanic practices, we use rattles in two ways when calling on the goddesses to clear the space from unwanted energies beforehand, and then again to raise our vibration while calling her to us. Owls are considered a source of protection. Owls accompanied Greek armies to war. If one flew over the battle, soldiers saw as a great sign of victory. An owl is also a reminder to find wisdom as you sit in silence. As the owl is sacred to Athena, using owl rattle is absolutely perfect to use while working with her. Okay, so I really, really like this. I think I like the statue and then this and then the really pretty candle. Alright, the bracelet I'm wearing, I almost forgot about because it's on my hand. I won't read everything, but this is really, really nice. I like it a lot. It says the fertility goddess charm is an ancient beloved symbol. The fertility goddess always holds a positive role with the fertility goddess. Grounding and strength will become natural to remember. Alright, we've got Athena's wisdom candle that's just so pretty. I don't even think I'll be able to burn it because it's so pretty. Let's see, dried witch hazel leaves and then amethyst stones. Quartz crystals, white musk, and white candle glitter. Dragon's blood ritual oil. The stone is fluorite. That's the one that kind of reminded me of like the colors in the ocean. Witch hazel leaf. It says that although olive leaves would seem like it would have been the perfect herb to represent Athena, since it is sacred to her, I want to include a magical herb that would be more useful during battle and planning with wisdom. Okay. Dragon's Blood Incense. I guess I don't want to read everything because it'll just take so much time. There's the invitation to Athena, prayer to Athena for wisdom, moon in the zodiac calendar, and then bonus items are the little skincare things. So plantain, healing salt, plantains, many medicinal attributes and healing properties allow it to be extremely versatile and useful for all purpose. Made with organic plantain leaves. So it says it reduces swelling and relieves pain. Heals cuts, scrapes, skin ulcers, and boils. And then the Peppermint Honey Lip Balm, which feels so nice on my lips. This lip balm is so refreshing on your lips as well as healing, made with sunflower oil that was infused with organic peppermint and 3 moon cycles and manuka honey. Great for keeping your lips soft and healthy all summer. And then I think I already missed like signing up for the next box. At the end it says, I want to thank you for your patience this month while waiting for this box. It totally wasn't late at all. I appreciate you so much and I'm sending much love this box to you. Next month theme is Yamaya, which I'm guessing is another goddess, because I think they're doing a whole goddess series. Okay, so like I think that one's already sold out. I am really, really happy with this box. I don't think there's anything I like don't like. So yeah, again, statue is my favorite, and then this rattle I think is like super cool, and this is just like so pretty. So I will end things there. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.